If you're like me, you're an extremely sentimental person. So I'm extremely sentimental, so I like to keep everything, including like pictures of even like people who used to be my friends but are no longer my friends, just because I like to like hold on to those things and look back onto them sometimes. And it can be a bad thing sometimes, but I'm just extremely sentimental like that. And I think my quote goes, if you keep a thing for 7 years, you're sure to find a use for it. And I would have to agree with this quote because I find it useful in the past, present, and future. So a past example would be like photographs that you have of people who are like in your family or your loved ones that passed away. Like they may no longer physically be here with us, but looking back on photographs, it helps bring you back to the past moments. It helps you relive those moments and experience those moments with them, even though they may no longer be here with us anymore. You can still have those memories to look back on. And another thing would be like, for example, for me, like someone that's very dear to me is my grandmother. And sadly, she passed away. And the only thing I have left from her was this ring. And I wear it with me every single time, like every day, or like I try to, as long as I don't forget it when I leave the house. But I always have it with me because it like makes me think of my grandmother. And although she's no longer here with me, just looking down at this ring, it just makes me think that she's above, like watching over me and stuff. And in the present, with the advancements in technology, I feel like there's many social media sites, and it's very helpful because you can look back on it. And like for now, everyone uses like Facebook or Instagram, but I'm pretty sure, like since you guys are all in my generation, that you guys use MySpace. And I don't know about you guys, but I have logged on to like my MySpace account, like not recently, but like I have looked back onto it just to like look at old pictures or like people that I used to talk to. And it's just, for me, it's like good because it's like, oh, like it helps me think like, oh, I remember that time, that moment that happened or that event that occurred. And in the future, I would like to hold all these like pictures and stuff so I can like pass them on to like my children. And like because they're not there with me in the past or the present currently, with photographs and stuff like that, I feel like I can share like these moments with them. So and also like in the future, I would like to share like my baby photographs or anything like that, like sentimental value with my children. And when my children grow up, like I would like to have like photographs of them when they were a child and be able to share these moments with them. So I think if you keep a thing for 7 years, you're definitely going to be able to find a use for it, like photographs or just social media sites where you can just look back on.
I want that ring. I feel like someone should get like this one with like 3 fold, which is like nowhere, and he's not walked up and like, okay, I'm gonna throw up and sit down with like.
That'd be awesome if there's like quotes and you're like, can you feel it, Mr. Krabs?
I think that would be hilarious. It would be awesome if like no chocolate. Whoa, chocolate. What was my quote?
Oh, that is all right.
Just imagine the little meanings.
From Incredibles.
I'm mixing two movies. I was thinking of a
All right, Kat, I thought that you did a good job at the beginning trying to connect us with that common experience about sentimentality, and your transition to the topic was pretty effective. You've got a structure. It's a little perfunctory, past, present, and future, but we've got the right idea going on there. You've got some points that are fitting into different categories, and you're consistent about referring to those categories in the body of the speech. So organizationally, things are fine. Presentation issues, you're easy to hear. I think there's a lot of variety in your voice within the range in which your voice operates, and I thought that it flowed very smoothly, so that really helps quite a bit. Your gestures are a little bit limited sometimes because the topic in your hands, like I pointed out to other people, sometimes it becomes something that ties your hands together, and I think you do that a little bit too much. Your facial expressions are naturalistic. Your eye contact is usually pretty effective. You may have noticed at one point I was zooming back on the camera, that sort of thing, because I wanted you to be able to see something that you're doing in the speech that was cut off from the first 2/3 of the speech. You swing your leg around nervously constantly. It's like you're crossing your ankle, and then you swing your leg back out, and you won't see it in the first couple of minutes of the speech because I'm just focusing on the waist up there, but I noticed that you kept doing it, so I thought, well, I'll pull that back and give her a chance to see. So now you'll be able to listen to me chastising you for doing that while you're watching it online. You know, add it to your MySpace and share it on your social network so everybody else will remind you to be a little bit more firm when you're standing up there and a little bit more confident. That was the one place where I thought your anxiety was coming out. All right, thank you.